Hey, it's Keisha. Welcome and welcome back. So, I have been doing this meditation. I think I did it maybe for the first time a couple weeks ago. And the difference I felt after this meditation was so exponentially fantastic that I couldn't wait to record it for everyone because I know if I got something out of it and got so much out of it that it could only be a boon for everyone else. But I haven't been able to just rush to record it because I wanted to keep practicing it to see to see how long the feeling would last, but also if it would continue to be effective the more I practiced it. And I'm happy to report that it is. So the first day I did it, I can't tell you the state I was in really before, but man, after was so markedly different and so much better. And I think that feeling lasted for a couple of days, and then I would revisit it. And like I said, it's been a few weeks of that kind of practice. And this week I had some minor challenges, and I kind of got off my game a little bit. And this morning, before getting up, like I set my alarm and then meditated in bed, trying not to fall asleep, in between alarms. But I did it again, and it just made the difference. And I felt like, okay, today is the day to record. I've got enough practical experience and empirical evidence to say that it's worth it. Y'all are gonna like this. So you can tell by the title, it is the prayer protection that comes to us from the Unity Church, and it's written by James Dillet Freeman. And after the first day that I did the meditation, I was like, I need to learn a little more about this because, of course, having been in metaphysics for so long and having visited Unity churches and purchased so many Unity books and whatnot, I'm familiar with the prayer protection. But just like we kind of go through kind of a rote recitation of the Lord's Prayer without really giving those words thought, I feel like, at least for me, and I can't say for others, I was doing the same with the prayer protection, where I would, say the words, read the words, and understand them and feel them on some level, but, very superficially. But what was different about the day that I did it as a meditation, I really took the time to let each of the words do their perfect work. And there was such a richness of conversation between me and Spirit speaking to me, that made me think, just like I would review maybe, the 23rd Psalm and give those words time and weight, or the Lord's Prayer, or the 91st Psalm, which is my favorite. The prayer protection from Unity is equally worthy of that type of attention. And so I did a little research, and I just wanted to share some of the things that I learned, just so we can all, bask in the glory. So basically, he was a minister for Unity and doing his writing and giving sermons and whatnot. This was, I think, in between, I want to say prior to World War II, and was relying heavily on the 23rd Psalm. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. And one of the women in the office said, hey, you know what? If I were in a trench facing the enemy, I wouldn't want to think on the prayer, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Can you do better? And I loved his response was, can I do better than the 23rd Psalm? And one of the reasons I find that funny is because someone had once, back in my other life when I was a jeweler, someone had asked me to make a cross. And I felt so like that was such a daunting task to me. Like, how do you reimagine or recreate something that is so ubiquitous and steeped with meaning? And so I felt his artistic terror in the challenge of can you do better than the 23rd Psalm? But his first draft that he came up with was, the light of Christ directs me, the love of Christ enfolds me, the power of Christ protects me, and the presence of Christ upholds me. And interesting fact, Buzz Aldrin took this prayer of protection with him on or into space in 1969. So it's been around for a while, and it is for anyone, not just those of a metaphysical faith. And so, we, like I mentioned, the other prayers of protection, like the 91st Psalm, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Those are pretty powerful words. Certainly, as far as prayer protections go, we've got, Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I made a few notes here. Proverbs 2:8. He guards the path of justice and protects the way of his faithful ones. You've got, Josiah 24:15. But as far, this was Joshua. 1 second. Joshua 24:15. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Because by serving the Lord, you are under his protection, right? Psalm 121, verse 8, the Lord will watch over your comings and goings, both now and forevermore. I like that one too. Exodus 13:26, he said, if you listen carefully to the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, I will not bring upon you any of the diseases I brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you. And then we have Philippians 4:19, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. And then the last one that okay, I've got two more for you. Philippians 4:6-7, do not be anxious about anything, for in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And the last one that I chose that I thought was particularly helpful, Psalm 34:7, the angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear. Fear in this case means revere, okay? Fear him, and he delivers them, right? You know what? There's another one from Matthew about the lilies, and is it? Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And then, of course, there's that old saw about there are 365 mentions of do not fear, do not be afraid. And if you actually go back and look, I don't think it might not actually number 100. But the point is that the Bible is constantly showing us and telling us to not be afraid, to rely on our faith, rely on God. And, he took that initial prayer and rewrote it as the prayer that we know today. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. And the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. So I thought, let us do this meditation together as I practiced it that first time and continue to do. So just go ahead and close your eyes and find yourself in a comfortable seat or lying down, whichever you prefer. And just take a few deep breaths in and feel yourself coming back into your body. Releasing any cares and concerns and worries and busyness of the day. Just let that all fall away. With each breath becoming more present, more still and whole. Lovingly and gently recall all of your power back to yourself. I now call all of my power back. Lovingly and gently recall all parts of yourself back. I ask that all of me now return. Anything and everything that's for my highest and best, all of me come back to me now. Again, with each breath becoming more full, more present, more whole. If you feel like you're attached to any outcome, any situation, any person, anything, just go ahead and release that cord and let it go back to source. If you feel like there's anything attached to you, anything weighted on you, any person that's got their claws in you, just feel that release now and let it go back to source. Feel yourself whole and free. And we'll begin by reciting quietly to ourselves, "The light of God surrounds me. The 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 light of God surrounds me." And feel those different aspects of presence with the different inflections. And notice how you feel a gauzy cloud of white light just enveloping you, literally surrounding you. And as you breathe in, you know that you can relax into this cloud of light. The love of God enfolds me. 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 Notice any sensations you might feel. In this part of the meditation, I often feel like there's just this celestial hug. It's holding me close and tight. And I love the stress on the love of God enfolds me. I am important. I matter. Whatever may be going on in my world, whatever I'm seeing that doesn't look like love, I can turn my attention away from that and focus on the fact that the love of God enfolds me. Just feel that now. The power of God protects me. 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 Notice how saying that phrase with stress on each word changes slightly how it feels in and around the body, in and around the heart, in and around the mind. And all of it is good. All of it is welcome. A storm could be raging about you, but you're under God's protective awning. That same power of God holds you and uplifts you. Sometimes I can feel it under my feet, and it's as if I can feel that strength and that power of God rising up from my feet up through my body. The presence of God watches over me. 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 When I say this and feel this, I know that my steps are divinely guided. My future is secure. There is no need to worry, because the presence of God watches over me. I have nothing to fear. I know that I can move confidently through my day and through my life because the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. No matter where I am or what I'm doing, God is with me, around me, and about me. And even if it doesn't look or feel like it, again, God is with me, and all is well. Everything, if allowed to be, is in divine order and harmony. There are no mistakes. There wasn't a wrong turn. There have been no failures. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Breathe in this light, love, power, and presence of God. Release it. Knowing that you right now are your most perfect manifestation. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Oh. You gotta know, I was feeling pretty good before I started recording. I mean, I have to be in a good space to record, right? So that's kind of already a given, but yeah, I definitely feel even better now. I'm so glad that I have these, that we have this to share. I would love to hear what your experiences were with this meditation while you're doing the video. And, definitely practice it, at other times in your waking life. I'd be curious to see to hear your stories of transformation, how you were able to navigate that more successfully. These words are powerful. They carry with them so much love and meaning. And you have to remember too that, when you pray a prayer that someone or other people have been praying, especially over time, you're tapping into a deep vein of knowledge and energy and love. A groove that's been sown by all those prayers that have come before. So again, that's a strength that you can draw on and know that you are also contributing that for others. So, thank you for your service work. And I certainly hope you got something out of it. I will see you in the next one. And of course, I will love you in the meantime. Bye.